Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, this sword, I remember once when, what did he say? It would seem that all I can remember now, and said...
Hey, if you look here, can you recognize the words?
Virtue and just somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debt, but what use are... The Tenryo Commission sees my vision, and the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being...
Yet another... When we get the chance, let's speak... In any case, we must never... Yeah. See, fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next porcelain. The third person who had their vision taken is supposed... Hyman heard that he's the present-day man. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people...
Nanako, don't worry. Since those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong...
Maybe, but... things have gotten dangerous.
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while... Don't make me draw my blade, or you...
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty man, but then we got here and overheard you...
From the... Please, accept my apologies. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I see you are... Sensei's name is... Though self-taught, he once said that his... And so... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei, he says the stranger Junya and I have but if I'm honest...
The Grand Narukami Shrine...
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed... Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the... So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei... The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good... Just now, when Nanako was attending, when she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. He was... All the while he kept calling those names. One of them was Anzai. Sensei wouldn't stop calling... The ritual has now begun. All we could... Please, excuse me for a moment while I...
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it! Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How are you you sure you're Domon? Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing?
Bad news? I don't care to talk about that.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes. Because I don't wish to see Domon or... When we were young, we trained... I had begun training practitioners of Make-Yoshi's... But Domon, Sensei scolded him. I thought so too. Only then did I... He was...
Sure sounds...
Because until he... Of all the disciples, Domon's are... Later. After that So... I decided to... So you see... Okay. You've heard my story.
Seems like we still...
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind?
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I can, and all is certainly not...
Lady Yai?
The head shrine maiden?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable in... I am unable to say for...
Excuse me, Miss Ina.
That won't be necessary. I must leave now, but we will...
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would...
Do you mean to say that Sensei...
No! That's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady... Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just...
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able...
Terra Smash!
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junya is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? It was probably...
Keep away. I gave up the art of the...
As you can see, Lady Domon has persisted in this.
Lady Ai, it must be a. This is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei... But... yes. Unable to cope with the as one who is thrown... As for what has triggered this...
Stripped of his...
Your school practice... Stillness of mind... There was once... one... Then...
What, Lady Ai, I'm...
The path of the sword. It requires one to take their sword firmly and only a deep commitment to his ambition. When that ambition disappeared...
Poor sensei.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father. Sensei.
That's enough.
Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I'm sorry to have made you worry. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world, but as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am now used... Well, don't you...
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Yai, she seems super mysterious. We can come back to it another time. For now... Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
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 Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally... I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Sure, Ayaka.
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend.
Oh. Okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now... Perhaps in the eyes of a thunder's roar, lightning's flash, but I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you... You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more...
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission. Such privileges exist due to...
Oh, Paimon gets...
Once the number of ceremonial...
Makes sense.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of... It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me... The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the vision hunt to create... After all, It is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt decree is...
How can they be like that? Paimon's...
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the
Resistance? You mean like an...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya to say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, there is always... But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind... Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have... It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to...
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? What would you...
Have you got a plan yet to fight the
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to...
So...
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try... For example, by providing vision bearers with...
You're telling Paimon that there are people...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine art. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has...
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging... When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same...
Can't you make an exception?
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things... Psst! Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see me? Shh, quiet. Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision... Huh?
Shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given... this is your fault. You're the...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a...
No worries. You put on quite the convincing...
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were... Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara...
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows your...
Whoa.
Stop it. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master... His handiwork allowed me to...
Yes, Master
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking, but if I just march straight in there by myself... So, what about it?
Sure, welcome to the team! Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable
Not bad, huh? Let's go.
Time to...
I wonder what's on the other side of the ocean.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.